Have you ever wondered how hard it would be to beat Borderlands 2 with only shotguns? No? Well, I'm gonna show you anyway. That's right, no pistols, no sniper rifles, no assault rifles, no rocket launchers, just me and a bunch of shotgun shells. So strap in, grab your shotgun. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you grab your shotgun to watch a YouTube video? Why did I even say that? Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video and join me as I turn Pandora into a pile of buckshot. I blew myself. That's, you know what? It's a good name. All right, here we go. We're gonna try and beat this game using only shotguns. So, to begin my story, I woke up next to a robot named Claptrap, and he told me that I had nearly died to a man named Handsome Jack. He then gave me a heads-up display so I could see my health, and we made our way to his humble abode. I then followed Claptrap into his home, and we suddenly encountered an unexpected guest. Not. After seeing Claptrap getting his eye ripped out, very graphically, by Knuckle Dragger, I followed the robot out of his home to try and retrieve the eye from Knuckle Dragger, and on our way, we encountered our first enemies.
Take me, Squire!
As I was telling you earlier, we don't have access to a shotgun yet, so we had to resort to using melee against the bullymongs.
Wait! Now get me out of here before more bullymongs arrive!
Or, I could let you sit there.
I don't hear bullymongs anymore. Kinda just waiting on you to get me out of here. But please, take your time. Can't help but notice you're not getting me out of here. Maybe you're thinking, oh, Claptrap's such a strong and noble paragon of justice and skill, he can get out himself. Which, most of the time, you would be totally right about. But as it stands right now, I can use some help. And if you don't, I'm gonna have to pull out the big guns. Hit you with the silent treatment. How you like that? Many thanks, friend of friends.
I thought he was about to pull out a gun or something. After killing the bullymongs, I finally was able to meet Knuckle Dragger face to face.
And an incredibly handsome robot, which means that whoever has my eye is very close.
Why did he throw that car? This boss fight was moderately tough because, again, I only have melee damage, which is a challenge within itself because doing melee damage is not very strong in the first place. But after punching Knuckle Dragger over and over again, he died, and me and Claptrap made our way up the hill. And at the top of the hill, our first shotgun. Sure, it's not very good as a high reload time, low rate of fire, but it's a lot better than having to use melee. So I picked up my first shotgun and made my way to Southern Shelf. As soon as I entered the Southern Shelf, I got an echo message from a bandit known as Captain Flynt, and he said this.
$1 million bucks! Alright boys, this is Captain Flynt. I want you to find that Vault Hunter and bring him to me now!
He basically wants to kill us really bad for some moolah. I can't let that happen, so I started killing all the bandits in the town and found a lad named Sir Hammerlock.
Hey, Hammerlock! Since my minion just saved your town, you want to do your bestie Claptrap a favor and repair my eye?
Yes, I suppose I am in your debt now, aren't I? Come to my shack and I shall restore Claptrap's sight. First, I shall shut off the electrical fence for you.
He said that he could help us fix Claptrap's eye. So me and Claptrap made our way towards him, but I made sure to let Claptrap go first, and you'll see why I did that. After seeing Claptrap get electrocuted, which is actually very morbid thinking about it now, I gave the eye to Hammerlock and he jammed it into Claptrap's face, which I wanted to do too, but he wouldn't let me.
Now, I need only connect this to this, and... that should do it!
After Claptrap got his eye back, we made our way to a bandit camp and started blasting. The shotgun's reload is very slow, so it took a while, but eventually we killed all the bandits and made our way towards our next boss. I then dropped down into a new arena and got greeted by two bandits, Bewm and Bewm.
Light the fuses, bitches! I'm ready to blow!
It was fairly trivial to kill them because of the grenades that we had obtained in the beginning of our playthrough. So after killing Bewm and Bewm, I got onto their cannon and shot Claptrap into oblivion.
Shot the gate.
Definitely on accident, definitely didn't mean to do that. Although we had made a way for our escape, we also had made a way for bandits to get to us. A whole swarm of bandits had appeared ready for a fight. So I pulled out my shotgun and started shooting. Alright. After killing all the bandits near Bewm and Bewm, we made our way towards Captain Flynt with the hopes of saving Claptrap. But before we could get to Captain Flynt, we had to fight even more of his goons. After getting past all of his bandits, we had a new problem, Captain Flynt himself. This could go very bad, and it probably will.
It's a new torture dolls, boys! Let's turn up the heat!
Don't turn up the heat, please. This is going to be tough, especially with this invulnerability phase, so I made my way into his arena and started fighting. Especially with that invulnerable phase. Alright, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Now I'm dead. It'd be great if there were enemies over here. Listen, the accuracy on the shotgun is not good enough to be able to shoot from that far away. So, yeah, the first attempt didn't go too well, so we're just gonna move past that and try again. There we go. Thank you, take all that. Hey, we actually did it, and only on our second attempt. After killing Captain Flynt, me and Claptrap made our way towards his boat and sailed off into a completely new area called Three Horns Divide. Let's get the hell out of here. I want that shotgun. After making my way to Three Horns Divide, I had to get a catch-a-ride station working by attaching an interface adapter from a Hyperion bot. There's only one small problem with this plan. This interface adapter is in a camp full of bandits, so I should probably prepare right. Wrong. I went in there with no preparation to try and grab this adapter and get the hell out of there as soon as possible. And here is what happened. Shotgun? Oh! Shotgun. I got 2 shotguns now. And one of them doesn't have to reload as much. Okay. No!
No!
Go.
Onto the catch a ride, and I'll get you a free car.
So I got the interface adapter, put it in the station, and got my first car. So I've roomed the hell out of that place and made my way to Sanctuary. As soon as I made my way to the front gate of Sanctuary, I heard a Crimson Raider, and he told me this.
You're never getting into Sanctuary, you bloodshot skaglegs. Hold up, you're a Vault Hunter. Just a second. Roland wanted to talk to you. Let me echo it.
How about that?
Oh, so you're the one I've been hearing all this radio chatter about.
You're not
Name's
ready
Roland.
for me!
I used to be a Vault Hunter like you. Until I fought the Crimson Raiders.
I used to be a adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow to the knee.
Corporal Reese hasn't returned the power core that we need to keep the city's shields running. Bring Reese back to Sanctuary, and he'll have earned your place on the Raiders.
I had to go save Corporal Reese before I could get in and get a new shield for Sanctuary. So I hopped back in my car and drove as quick as I could to Corporal Reese. But did I make it in time? Unfortunately, I didn't make it in time if Corporal Reese was already on his last legs.
A Vault Hunter? Didn't think I rated that much of a rescue. One of those psychos ran off with the power core. Without it, Sanctuary will be defenseless.
Back off, I'm having a sentimental moment right now.
Get that core back to Sanctuary.
Alright.
I'm just gonna take a nap. Wake me up when I'm not on Pandora anymore.
Anyways, I went to avenge him by getting the shield core and killing a few bandits in his honor. After getting the shield core, I drove all the way back to Sanctuary and they finally let me in. As soon as I got in, I put in the shield core and they let the gate down so I could start helping the Crimson Raiders with their fight against Handsome Jack. But before I was able to do anything in Sanctuary, I had to meet with the town mechanic, and he said this.
Oh, crap. Is you Hyperion? I heard all of you were robots and you eat metal out the garbage and stuff. Knew you wired death machines be come for me once Roland went missing. Now, if you're here to kill me, you should probably know. You'll never take me alive, you robotic son bitch! Wait a minute. Ha! Well, hang me upside down. Now, you gonna help us out with this Roland situation? I heard them Crimson Raider dudes talking about it. Roland told me if you ever disappeared, I was supposed to initiate Plan B. Or as I like to call it, Plan Turn this city into a floating ass fortress of airborne awesomeness. I got some fuel cells around here. You'll need those. Oh, you'll need this iridium here too.
Thank you. I needed to go and prime all the ignitions and get one from Crazy Earl. So I ignited the first one, then the second, then I had to go talk Crazy Earl. Crazy Earl guy, yeah, he's crazy. He actually ate an entire car with a fork. And while I was there, I bought more ammo capacity for my shotgun because he sells stuff like that for iridium. Unfortunately, soon after I put in the last igniter, the city failed to fly and I had to somberly walk my way to Roland's HQ.
Or not. Damn. Well, now we really gotta find Roland. You know what? Maybe get to Roland's place. I think he might have left a message there for you.
So I made my way up the stairs and found an echo recording from the Firehawk.
Firehawk, come to Frostburn Canyon or people will die.
And she said that I needed to go to the Frostburn Canyon immediately. So I made my way to Frostburn Canyon, and on the way, I killed Savage Lee a few times to level up my character because I was feeling pretty weak at this point. Of course I got one. Why wouldn't I get one? I can take it to sell it. After leveling up to about 9 1/4, I made my way into Frostburn Canyon to try and save Roland from the Firehawk. I was immediately greeted by a bunch of bandits running from other bandits? Why are they fighting each other? I didn't question it and just shot them in the face. After shooting some bandits, I made my way to the Firehawk, fighting anything that I came across and following the symbols that they left behind. After following all of the symbols and killing an exorbitant amount of bandits, I made my way into a mysterious cave and found this woman that was glowing yellow. Oh.
Sup?
And she's dead. So this is where we figure out that the Firehawk is actually Lilith and she's been working with Roland. But before we could get to helping out Roland, I need to revive her and give her some iridium to get her going again. But literally as soon as I revived her, I heard a loud bang and bandits started pouring in from the ceiling. Fantastic! We had to fight a large group of bandits before we could even think of saving Roland. So I pulled out my boomstick and started shooting. Badass psychos. Dude, the reload time is... it's a lot.
Nice shot.
After killing all of the bandits, I gave Lilith another chunk of iridium and she was able to teleport me away. Hopefully to my next objective, right? Nope, she teleported me 10 feet away from where we were previously standing. So I had to run all the way back to the Bloodshot Stronghold on foot because that is where they are keeping Roland. After making my way to the Bloodshot Stronghold, the bandits realized that the car I was using was not a bandit car. So they wouldn't let me in, so I had to go in the dust and meet a gal named Ellie.
I should have killed your fat ass when I had the chance!
Sorry, what was that? You gotta speak up!
How was there that much blood for one person? Cuddling and murder.
That was awesome. Oh, howdy! I didn't see you there.
Yeah, Ellie's a very murderous and charming character. She's also very helpful to us because we need her expertise to create a bandit vehicle so that we can get into the Bloodshot camp undetected. And to do that, we needed to destroy a few bandit vehicles for these spare parts. Once we get all of the spare parts that we need, we can create our own bandit vehicle to trick the bandits in the Bloodshot Stronghold. So I went around in my car and started blowing up a lot of vehicles. Once I gathered enough parts, I went back to Ellie, created the car, and drove back to the Stronghold.
Alright, looking good. Now we just gotta get in the catch-a-ride system.
And then they finally let me in, and we had a big fight on our hands. At first it was just a few weak bandits, which I could easily kill with my shotgun. But then they decided to pull out the big guns. Oh. Well, that's probably gonna be pretty bad for me. I don't know what level this guy is. His midgets. How hard is this gonna be? He's level 13. That's fine. Oh yeah, they do. Hubert. Or take a grenade. After killing Bad Ma, I made my way into the Bloodshot Stronghold and saved my position. Then I killed him again and again for some new weapons and for a few levels. Got another shotgun. Damn. Okay. Level up. After leveling up and getting some pretty decent gear, I made my way into the Bloodshot stronghold and started making my way towards Roland. Okay. Guys. Yeah, I died a few times, but eventually I got the hang of it and started making some major progress throughout the Bloodshot stronghold. After fighting my way through several rooms of bandits and dying a few more times, I finally found Roland, but there was a minor problem. Hello? Roland? You wanna wake up?
Vault Hunter. Good to finally meet you in person. Hell of a job fighting through those bloodshots. This'll just take a second.
Oh no! He's gonna die! Like...
Well, that's that.
You might want to look behind you. There's something behind you.
Vault Hunter! You gotta stop this thing!
I can't. So yeah, Roland got taken by a huge robot called a constructor, and we had to get him back before he died. But to do that, we had to fight our way through a lot of robots. So the only natural thing to do was to pull out my shotgun and start dismantling these robots. Okay, apparently the guy's invisible. That's no problem. He's dead. Ooh, Iridium. And a shotgun. Thanks, man. After making my way through all of these Hyperion loaders, I finally saw Roland. I just needed to kill the constructor first. Here's how that went. Well, this is gonna take a while. Ow. What? What even? What? Oh, never mind. Holy shit. This thing's insane. It does use a lot of ammo, though. After killing the constructor, Roland was finally free, and we were able to make our way back to Sanctuary, with only minor injuries, you know, only died a couple of times. Now we have to talk to Roland about a plan to stop Jack, so I made my way back to Sanctuary and headed up to his HQ and talked to him.
Handsome Jack is gonna kill us all unless you can stop him.
He means hi. That's his way of saying hi.
Right. Sorry. Hi. Look, I'll be honest, soldier. We're losing this war. We've been trying to stop Jack for years, taking out his men, raiding his iridium mines, but it hasn't been enough. But you met Jack and lived. You fought off the Rippers and the Bloodshots, saved my ass and Lilith's.
Thanks, by the way.
If we're gonna survive this, we need your help, Vault Hunter. Now, we thought Jack wanted to open a vault and use its power to wipe us off Pandora, but thanks to some intel I stole from a Hyperion convoy, I found out we were wrong.
What?
He's not gonna open the vault.
I'll just go ahead and repeat myself. What?
He told us that Jack isn't going to open the vault to get loot. He's going to open it and control a vault monster. We needed to stop him as soon as possible, because we can't let that power get in the wrong hands. After learning about that, I made my way to Tundra Express to try and find Roland's spy to see if he can help us. But before we could do that, we had to wake him up by setting 3 Varkids on fire, which was kind of a challenge because I didn't have any fire shotguns.
The Varkids won't make that screeching noise unless you burn them.
That's not burning them? Maybe this one will work? This might be really bad.
Well done. Now, set some more on fire before that.
That just kills them. Well, it's probably possible.
Why are you using all my fuel, girl? I need that stuff to heat up my bath water.
Oh, I did it. After finally setting all 3 Varkids on fire, we saw this.
So loud. So angry. So dead.
So, we saw Mordecai, and now we have to go talk to Tiny Tina. She's kind of crazy in the head, but she's the best demolitions expert in Pandora, so we kind of need her help if we're gonna blow up the train and try and get the vault key. So I ran all the way to Tina's home, and here's what she told me.
All around the status plant, the stalker chased the bandit. The stalker thought 'twas all in fun. Pop! Goes the bandit. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Rowan told me you were coming. I still owe him for all that butt crap with General Rancid. So you gotta hijack a train, huh? Child's play. Let me introduce you to my ladies.
Your ladies?
I'm running over here. Run. This here's Mushy Snugglebites, and this is Felicia's Sexo Pants. These fine ass women should stop that train for us, but I'm gonna need their badonkadonks first, and they got stolen by the bandits a few days ago. Go get them!
Yeah, she's a little bit cuckoo, but we love her for that. We gotta go get her badonkadonks and use them as explosives to blow up the train, so I headed out to go find them for her. On my way to go and try and find the badonkadonks, I killed a marauder and got a quest for a secret stash. Very interesting. Oh, I could get a shotgun from this. So I decided to make my way towards this stash, and something unexpected happened. Oh!
Nobody kills me and gets away with it.
Yeah, I got tricked and now I had to fight a bunch of bandits if I wanted to get this bandit's weapon. So naturally, I got to shooting my boomstick. After killing all the bandits, I actually got a really nice weapon called a quad. Ooh, a quad? This gun is super powerful. After getting my new shotgun, I made my way to the bandit camp, collected both badonkadonks, and ran all the way back to Tina's home to give them to her.
Awesome! Just a secco. This gonna be good.
After giving her the badonkadonks, she strapped some dynamite to them and gave them to me. So I took the explosive badonkadonks and made my way towards where the train was spotted. I placed them down and set them off.
Snap, son. I hear that train coming. Counting down. 10, 9. I got bored.
Tina's plan worked. We destroyed the train and made our way to try and find the vault key. What did the babies do? So I had to fight my way through a few loaders, but it was easy. It wasn't that bad. But as I was approaching the wrecked train, I heard some strange noises.
He'd have Wilhelm guarding it.
Oh yeah, he'd have Wilhelm guarding it. Really wouldn't have Wilhelm.
Oh dear.
Ow, what the hell? Yeah, this is going to be a pretty tough fight, especially with the fact that I only have shotguns. I mean, this guy is pretty tough. I mean, look at him. He's a big ass robot that shoots rockets. I really hope that this fight goes well and I don't die. Wait, he's already dead. Guess I'll just take the power core and go back to Sanctuary. So after killing Wilhelm, I made my way back to Sanctuary and put in the new power core, and everything went great, right? It's just a normal power core. Nope, the power core was actually not a power core at all, and it lit down the shield of Sanctuary.
Hey, you know, I think it's finally time to tell you that little secret.
What's the little secret?
Lowering Sanctuary's shields, Jack.
Oh, god damn it. I needed to help the people in Sanctuary as soon as possible. I ran back, started igniting the primers, and gave Lilith a load of iridium, and she was able to do this with it.
Hang on to something.
What if I just sit under this thing? I'll probably get squished.
Sorry, kid.
Well, I'm outside of Sanctuary now.
I'll see you on the other side, though, I promise. Hit it, Scooter! Haha, man, this is one of them moments! Catch a ride!
That's pretty cool.
That's the best you got. A flying city? What could you jumps possibly have that makes you think you've got a chance against me? A siren. Sup?
Yeah, what do you think about that, Jack? So, yeah, Lilith literally just took the entire city, made it fly, and then teleported it to an entirely new location. Pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. The only problem is whenever I try to fast travel back to it, it doesn't work, because it's in a completely different location. So we're gonna have to go and get ourselves a new fast travel beacon, and to do that, we have to go to the Highlands. So I made my way to the Highlands, went past a couple stalkers and robots. Then I came across a certain enemy called a constructor, which is a big ass robot that spawns other robots around it. It was pretty hard to defeat. Here, have my grenades. I just killed myself. Constructor, let's talk about this. Listen, we can be friends. Just kidding. It's too easy. Do the quad. Too good. 2 guns of the same type, you deal bonus damage. Well, that's good because I'm using 2 shotguns. But eventually, I made my way to the main boss of the area who was protecting the fast travel beacon. How did... Bro was on a sliver of hell. After killing the quote-unquote boss extremely quickly, I went to a small town called Overlook and started the request for a new sanctuary fast travel station. This did not make Handsome Jack happy at all, and he started sending down loaders while I was trying to protect the request. Guys, why are you going away? Guys, I'm not gonna be able to kill you. Guys, wait! So naturally, I started blasting loaders into oblivion. And after a few more waves of his attacks and constructors, it was actually pretty difficult. I died a few times during this. The request finally went through because originally it was going to take 3 to 6 weeks, but Angel cut off their oxygen supply to motivate them a little bit. And I was finally able to get the fast travel working and go back to Sanctuary. After I made my way back to Sanctuary, I picked up a new quest from Mordecai to go find a secret treasure hidden in the dust. But first, I needed to find a certain someone. I found them, but they were unfortunately dead. But what they did have was an echo recorder that gave me some clues. It told me that I had to go to the Friendship Gulag and find out what happened. So I made my way to the Friendship Gulag, very friendly name, I know, and found another echo recording after breaking into a little cell, and it said this.
Ow! Course.
Ooh, what's this?
Hey.
Where's that chest? The flats, buried under a grave. So when do we bust out of here?
He's dead. I'm checking everything. So after finding that echo recording, I had to go back into the dust where I originally was, and I could finally locate the treasure. So I made my way up a hill and started digging for some treasure. But before I could open it, 2 enemies came out of nowhere and decided that we were going to have an old-fashioned Truxican standoff to see who would come out with the loot.
Get up in case it was booby-trapped. Now hand it over.
You've been waiting in there for someone to come out here?
Falls Hunter, you led that Hyperion jackass here.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
Guns and move back from the stash now. Better idea, jackass. We all draw when the church bell rings for the 3rd time. A Truxican standoff? Fine.
You guys ready?
Draw!
And you're dead. And yeah, dead. But obviously we know who's going to come out with the loot because, come on now, I have 2 shotguns and I'm Salvador. So I killed both of them and took the treasure for myself. I got a pretty cool XP relic, which gives me 4% more XP per combat kill. But the main reason I wanted to do this was because these enemies that spawn here give me lots of XP. So here are some highlights of me farming them. I got some pretty cool drops. He dropped the thing that I don't want. Well, they both dropped one. Okay, we got, I don't think I've ever had that happen before. So we got the Lyuda and the Varuk on the same drop. And I can't use either of them, which is really depressing. Another Varuk. Damn. Level up. After leveling up twice and getting a few legendary weapons, I made my way back to Sanctuary to regroup. After regrouping, I made my way to the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve and went up a big old mountain to talk to Mordecai about getting the Claptrap upgrade and saving his bird, Bloodwing.
Rolling echo ahead. All my data.
Dude, I'm trying to have a conversation, damn.
Including your Claptrap upgrade.
These racks.
Some Hyperion jackasses nabbed her and took her into the preserve over there. I'm glad you're here. I've been scouting the place for the last half hour, and it looks like at least a 2-man job. If you can get inside through the shipyard, I can give you support and lead you to Bloodwing. You get the bird, you get your Claptrap upgrade.
After he told us some information on where they were keeping Bloodwing, I started to head into the preserve, but there were a few loaders guarding the entrance. I had to weaken 3 of them without killing them to get the door open. This would cause the door to open because the engineers would come out to try and repair the loaders. At least I hope so. So I weakened the loaders, and it actually worked. As I made my way deeper into the preserve, I had this sinking feeling in my stomach that Handsome Jack had done something horrible to Bloodwing, but I kept pushing forward because I needed to try and save her as quick as I could. I walked into her former enclosure, but she wasn't there. Nah, she ain't in here, man. Just a few feathers and some blood.
Looking for Bloodwing?
That's not a good sign.
I moved her a few hours ago. Somewhere a little more dramatic.
Bloodwing ain't there? Damn it! Jack's playing games with us.
I made my way even deeper into the preserve, killing a few looter midgets, getting nothing because my luck is horrible, and finally, I made my way to an empty arena. Is this where she was being held?
Want Bloodwing back, huh? Shame. I've been doing some really interesting iridium experiments with her. Hate to see her go, but heck with it. She's all yours.
Jack had been doing some testing with Slag on Bloodwing and managed to make her absolutely massive, and now I have to fight her. Here's how that went.
God damn it! Just weaken her and I'll hit her with a drink!
I'm sorry, soldier, but you gotta beat Bloodwing down. Do what you can to save her, but if you can't, she's got what we need to get into Control Core Angel and grab the vault key. That's what matters here.
Fire!
This is gonna
Oh no, I can't hit her. Okay.
Drink, Bloodwing! Right, fire. Well, what else is there? Electricity! Electricity. Right, slag, fire, electricity, corrosion's coming up next, but what am I forgetting?
You're gonna regret ever dragging Bloodwing into this, Jack! You're gonna watch her tear your throat out!
That's cute.
Calm down, Blood! Take it easy!
Corrosion!
Ow.
Corrosion, yeah.
I'm loading the drink dart! Tranquila, Blood! This won't hurt, I promise!
Oh god.
She's still alive. Get the microchip from her collar, and we can get her back to Sanctuary.
Oh, now I remember. Explosive!
No!
I'm just not gonna look at that.
That is why you don't screw with me. You and your little friend Mordecai turn yourselves in, or that dumbass bird is just the beginning.
After sadly seeing Bloodwing die, I had a newfound reason to kill this guy named Handsome Jack. How does killing a bird help him in any way? Why would he do this? I need to prepare a lot. So I made my way back to Sanctuary, gave Claptrap his upgrade.
How are you? Holy scatset! I'm invisible!
And then I got a quest from Hammerlock, hoping that I could obtain some higher quality shotguns. So I picked up a quest that required me to go mutate some Varkids for Hammerlock. Now as I'm saying that out loud, that sounds pretty bad, but hey, Hammerlock wanted me to do it. So I went out to the Tundra and started mutating these Varkids. Oh my god, they are disgusting. I need to kill them immediately. So after murdering that disgusting creature, I returned to Hammerlock and picked up another quest called Old Slappy. So way back in the day, Hammerlock lost his arm to this creature called Slappy, and now he wants us to go back to that creature and kill it. Great. I'm sure this won't go horribly for me. So I headed to the Highlands and started searching for Old Slappy. Oh yeah, I think I found him. He's gonna come kill me.
Beware Slappy's tentacles! You can blast them in half without a Yes! You've killed the creature that removed my various limbs! I feel, well, slightly underwhelmed, to be honest. Perhaps vengeance isn't all it's cracked up to be. The eyes! Go for the eyes!
He's dead. He's dead. Calm down. He's getting flashbacks. Fortunately, I actually came out victorious against this massive beast, and now all we had to do was return to Hammerlock to get our reward. So I fast traveled back, and he gave me this, a new shotgun called the Octo. It's pretty powerful, and it has some unique colors. But the main reason I wanted to get this quest done was so I could farm for a legendary shotgun. So I fast traveled all the way back to Old Slappy and got to farming.
Yep, I'm awesome!
Level up. Dude, I've leveled up twice off of just wanting to get this shotgun. I leveled up 3 entire times and almost a 4th time before giving up. Just for context, that is around 30 minutes of just straight killing this thresher over and over and over again. And I didn't get it. Although what I did get was a new purple rarity shotgun and a new class mod, which is actually pretty helpful. I'll take that. So sadly, I stopped farming for legendary shotgun because I didn't want to get too overleveled for the next areas in the game. So after sadly not getting what I was hoping for, I made my way to 1000 Cuts to deliver a note to one of Roland's former allies to see if we could team up against Handsome Jack. On the way over to him, we got a few bits of lore on who this guy we're meeting really is.
Intruder, huh? Sounds like our period's in another assassin. All right, boys, fight like badasses or die like bitches.
After making my way to the Buzzard Factory, I saw him, the Slab King. He wanted me to prove myself by fighting some of his slabs. So naturally, I pulled out my shotgun and started blasting fools. Don't rip me up. After successfully killing all the slabs and definitely not dying at all, I definitely didn't die. He said this to me.
You killed some of my best men to get to me. I only got one thing to say to you. That was awesome!
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
So what you want?
Turns out this guy's pretty chill. He does look pretty intimidating, but he seems like a nice guy, and he could definitely help us get to Handsome Jack. Who's this guy?
So, the bunker.
So, after fortunately getting Brick on our side, I fast traveled back to Sanctuary and talked to Roland. And as I was talking to him, Angel interrupted and said this.
Sorry to interrupt, but we've little time. Get to the City of Opportunity. To breach the final door to my chambers, you'll need to be Jack. That means passing a bioscan and speaking a password in his voice. If you can kill one of Jack's body doubles in Opportunity, I can get you through that door.
As much as I hate telling you to listen to her, Angel's the best lead we got. You already know not to trust her, but be careful.
We had to get a voice modulator that would mimic Handsome Jack's voice if we wanted to infiltrate the bunker that he was keeping the vault key and Angel in. Before I did that, I wanted to get something that would be extremely helpful. I was looking for a mysterious relic, but to find it, I need to get to Lynchwood. So I drove out to the dust and found Lynchwood. Before I got this relic, I need to complete 2 quests for Brick. So I picked up both quests. One of the quests required me to blow up the sheriff's bank, and the other to blow up a train full of iridium. To do that, I first needed to gather some explosives. Once I acquired the explosives for later purposes, I went to the area where the train was spotted. Still a little cart of a different set of explosives, I know. A lot of explosives are going on here. Very confusing. And put it on the train track. Then we waited for the train to go over the explosives. Gotta blow up your train. And boom, 1 quest down. Now all I needed to do was head back to the bank with the explosives I got earlier and blow it up. So I made my way back to the sheriff's bank and stuck on some dynamite. Then I made my way inside and got to stealing all the money that I could hold. This did not make the sheriff happy whatsoever, obviously, and she started sending her men after me.
Nice robbery. I think you deserve my best. Boys, get after him.
I had to stash this money as quick as possible so Brick Slabs could pick it up later, because it'd be too dangerous to leave with the money that I have right now. These enemies are pretty tough because they follow you wherever you go, and they don't lose sight of you. I did it. I managed to stash all the money, and now I had to go all the way back to the quest board and get a new quest. The final showdown. Just me and the sheriff.
Shot at my town and destroyed my train. I like you. Main Street. Pistols at high noon. Come on.
Pistols? She wanted to meet me in the streets of Lynchwood and have a duel. I accepted it and started making my way towards her location. Once I got there, I had to strategize. I argued up a few boxes and metal poles and was able to get to her pretty quickly. And once I was right next to her, I pulled out my shotgun and was able to kill her pretty quickly, actually. Not much of a fight when you're face to face with a guy wielding 2 shotguns. I can't really blame her. Now here's what I was working for. The mysterious relic. The Deputy's Badge, which increases shotgun damage and shotgun reload speed. This relic is very handy for this run and will make it a whole lot easier to kill future bosses. Look how fast we can reload this. Pretty fast. After getting the sheriff's relic, I went back to 1000 Cuts and met Claptrap to see if we couldn't get to the bunker. Oh, yeah, he immediately gave up. So I continued the journey on my own, and eventually, after fighting through countless robots and a big-ass constructor, ow, I made it to the bunker. The first thing I had to do once I made it to the bunker was taking out all of the autocannons. Hey, man. Ow. Dude, this thing is so inaccurate. After I took out all the autocannons, this happened.
You really think I'd protect Angel with nothing but a couple of bots and some flimsy turrets?
Yeah.
You're not at the bunker right now. The bunker isn't a place.
That's the bunker.
Meet the BNK-3R, the greatest defense bot ever built. Designed her myself. Now do me a favor and die.
Yeah, the bunker isn't actually a place, it's actually a giant flying machine. This could be pretty tricky to deal with, especially because my range isn't great with 2 shotguns in my hands. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Well, I could hit their crit spot. Okay, actually, this is not bad. Yeah, just stay right there. The only problem is whenever they move, this is gonna be pretty tough. Don't move. Stay there. No! No! Bro, look at the health. That was easy. That was super easy. Eventually though, I managed to kill the bunker, and it actually died quicker than I thought because it was staying so close to us. After that, I headed down to the entrance to the control core where Angel was being held and went in. What's up, man? Woman? I always say man. What the hell?
He is here, but to truly stop Jack from waking the warrior, you cannot just steal the vault key. You must destroy his catalyst. You must destroy...
Oh. You're so pretty.
Me. Jack spent years pumping.
I gotta kill you?
Using me to charge his key
and
Alright, well.
manipulate
his enemies. Destroying the iridium injectors that keep me alive will stop the key from charging, and it will end a lifetime of servitude.
You get the hell away from my daughter!
Turns out, Angel's actually a siren, and Handsome Jack has been using her for a very long time to charge the vault key, which is extremely cruel to do, especially to his own daughter. To stop the key from being charged, we had to shoot down tubes of iridium.
The shield's down! Shoot the injector!
Oh, I will.
The shield! Hit the injector now!
Oh, crap!
Jack, shut down the light bridge!
What's up, man?
Damn it! Now I can't reach the last injector panel. I don't know what.
How you doing?
Lilith, what the hell? I told you not to come.
So after killing a load of loaders and shooting down 2 iridium tubes, Lilith suddenly came in, even though Roland told her to stay at the sanctuary. This could go pretty badly. To kill sirens.
Don't you know what you're doing? Who cares about the goddamn key? You're gonna end the life of an innocent girl! Jack ended my life long ago. This has to end now.
Nevertheless, Lilith helped us, and we were able to shoot down the 3rd and final iridium tube. And then right after that, something unexpected happened.
It's done. It's finally done. Thank you, friend. Angel, you can stop this. I'll still forgive you, baby.
Dad, I have to tell you something. You're an asshole.
Angel! No, Angel!
Okay, maybe I did kill her.
What kind of person would do this to their own daughter?
The kind of guy who deserves to die.
Oh, hi, Roland.
She's dead. Jack just lost his only way to awaken the warrior. We got the vault key, but this isn't over yet. We gotta find Jack and take him out. Lilith, take the vault key to Tannis. I'm going after Jack.
So?
You bastard! I'm gonna...
Language. What's that saying? Don't pick a fight with a man with nothing left to lose.
Why you gotta kill Roland, man?
Show you just how much you have to lose. And I got the most powerful siren on the planet to do it with. Lilith, kill the Vault Hunter. We've got a date to keep with the warrior. Do it, Lilith.
No!
Well, great. Now we just lost 2 people, Angel and Roland. This literally couldn't have gone any worse. Amazingly though, Lilith was able to teleport us out of there before Handsome Jack killed us, and now I was back in Sanctuary. So now I have several more reasons to want to kill Handsome Jack. I'm gonna make this man pay for what he did. As soon as I got back to Sanctuary, I immediately fast traveled to the Dust and started making my way to the Iridium Blight. Once I got to Iridium Blight, I started heading towards the Arid Nexus, but Jack shot down the bridge as soon as I got close to it.
Locking path to info stockade.
He knew that we were getting close. We needed a plan, something that Handsome Jack could not predict. Brick had the idea to get explosives, and as soon as I heard him say that, I was immediately on board because who doesn't love explosives?
Blow stuff up, that's my plan. Vault Hunter, get the Sawtooth Cauldron.
To get these explosives though, we first needed to get to 1,000 cuts. So I headed to 1,000 cuts, and Brick told me this.
My slabs have been fighting the Sawtooth for years. You gotta steal some Y94 Domo charges if you want to get into the info stockade and find the warrior. Take the elevator to get to where they store them.
To get these explosives, I needed to travel up an elevator, but the bandit who was operating it, Mortar, had turned it off because he was scared of me killing it, which, I mean, I don't blame him, but come on, man. So to get him to come down, we had to blow up his most prized possession, his personal blizzard. So I made my way towards his blizzard, pressed the button to release it, and shot it into oblivion. Obviously, this made Mortar pretty mad, and now he wanted to fight me one-on-one. So I went back to the elevator, and there he was. I managed to kill him pretty easily as he didn't have that much health or shield, and I made my way up to the elevator to collect the explosives for Brick. As soon as I got up there though, a whole swarm of blizzards started shooting at me. Luckily though, I had just the trick to kill them. My shotguns, of course. I don't even know where I am. Anyways, as I was saying, and actually when I'm gunzerking, which is when I'm holding both weapons, if you didn't know, I actually become more accurate because of the skill points that I chose. So it wasn't too bad, apart from the fact that I fell off one time. They don't care about that.
Now mark those crates for pickup and my boys will come and get them. They'll need those charges to blast open the path to the info stockade.
So eventually, I got rid of all the buzzards and tagged the explosive crates to be picked up.
Watch your head! Slab's coming in!
Brick's men flew in and took the crates, and I made my way back to Iridium Blight to see if we couldn't get to the Arid Nexus. So I made my way to the bridge and boom! Somehow blowing up the bridge made it crossable again. I don't really understand the logic, but I don't really care as long as I can get to the Arid Nexus now, which I can. Once I made my way in, Mordecai told me this.
You see that building with the lights shooting out of it?
No.
That's the info stockade. We're gonna get you there through the main Iridium pipeline. Head there now.
After he told me that, I rammed into the pipe. But sadly, it didn't work whatsoever. So our new plan is to go around to all 3 pumping stations and turn the valves up to increase the pressure within the pipeline. So I made my way to all 3, turned the valves, and went right back to the tube and tried ramming into it again. Hey, it actually worked. I made my way through the tube, up a ladder, and into a new section of the Arid Nexus. Arid Nexus Badlands. As soon as I came to, I started running towards the bridge that led to the Hyperion Info Stockade. But when I tried making my way up, Handsome Jack sent down a massive loader called Saturn. Whoa! Okay. This guy's way too tough for me. This was gonna be a problem. So yeah, I'm a bit underleveled and my guns aren't doing as much damage as I would like them to. I knew eventually my weapons would start to fall off, which is why I have a plan. I needed a new gun, and I knew exactly where to get one. Off to the Oasis. Once I made my way into the oasis, I was greeted by a couple of bandits that weren't too hard to deal with, and I was also able to pick up a mission for a blue rarity shotgun. Pretty good, eh? All I needed to do was find a lost treasure. So I started looking around the town, and I finally found it. A garage with an X drawn on it. Inside there was a chest with a unique gun called the Orphan Maker. Just by the name, you can tell that this gun is probably going to do a lot of damage, and you're right about that. The shotgun is extremely powerful. So after I acquired my new gun, I fast traveled back to the Air Nexus and had a rematch with Saturn. Here's how it went. I gotta go, actually. Yeah, I'll see you later, man. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't come up here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. No. Dude, can you just like go away, please? Alright. You're dead. After killing Saturn, I made my way across the bridge past a couple of Hyperion mercenaries and made my way up to the terminal, which had the information that we needed to get to find where the warrior was being held.
There. Jack sent all the iridium he's mined straight to the Hero's Pass. That must be where the warrior's buried. Get back to Sanctuary. It's time to get ready for the final assault.
So I took the information and ran my ass back to Sanctuary. Turns out the warrior is being held in Hero's Pass, which is very close to Iridium Blight. But before we take the fight to Handsome Jack, I went up to Claptrap and told him that it was time. Is it time? Is it time, Claptrap?
It's time to end
It's
it.
time.
I'll meet you out in the Iridium Blight.
Alright, this is it. Time for the final showdown. But first, me and Claptrap have to get through this door, but it should be easy enough, right? Claptrap was literally made to open doors. Nope, I was totally wrong. There are so many freaking loaders.
I've done it! Shutting the door defenses down now!
Activating additional door defenses.
Nice job, Claptrap. After fighting an insane amount of loaders, Claptrap was finally able to get the big ass door open, and we made our wait a minute.
Stairs?
Well, I guess it'll just be me then. So, I made my way into Hero's Pass, intending on getting to Jack as quickly as possible. Well, scratch that, there are even more loaders, and even some Hyperion mercenaries that I have to fight to even get to Jack. So, after making my way through multiple loaders and Hyperion marauders, I made my way to an impassable door. And actually, I want to show you guys a cool trick to get past this pretty quickly. You get to skip some dialogue and you get to pass the door pretty easily. I'm going to teach you guys a pro gamer move. Jump right past the border. See? Pretty good, pretty good. Pro gamer move right there. Anyways, after destroying a lot more loaders and Hyperion soldiers, I finally made it. The Vault of the Warrior. As soon as I entered, Handsome Jack said this to me.
You're a plague, bandit. You and your kind have corrupted Pandora with your greed and your hatred. It comes down to me to save this world from your kind. But I'm more than happy to do it.
Yeah, he's being kind of a meanie head, so that's why I'm gonna kill him. As I was closing in on finally meeting Handsome Jack face to face, this happened. Talk to other bad people. Like Bad Ma. Hi, Jack.
Hey, you're right on time. Key's nearly ready. But before I cleanse this planet for good, I'm gonna avenge my daughter.
Okay, all I gotta do now is kill Handsome Jack before he can use the vault key, right? Easy. I managed to knock him down, and then this happened.
That it? Huh?
Nah, bro. That ain't it.
No! The key's charged!
I'm not dying yet.
Neither am I, buddy. I ain't going anywhere. Probably.
You're too late, bandit!
I am very underleveled
I win!
for this part, but I think I could do it.
The greatest alien power Pandora has ever seen. And it's mine to control!
We're gonna see how this goes.
Warrior!
Before you decide to kill me, I have a slag grenade. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh my god, it just absolutely launched me. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're so good. Oh, we're so good. Oh, we're back. Don't let that hit you. Oh, we're good. Okay. I did it because I'm Salvador. There he is. Hey, I think you're gonna die. Boom. Let's go. We actually did it. Wow. I honestly was not expecting us to be able to do this challenge with the shotguns because the warrior is very far away and shotguns have terrible accuracy, but wow, we actually did it.
No, 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 I can't highlight this. Not when I'm so close. And not at the hands of a filthy bandit! See, I could have saved.
Let me stop you right there, buddy. Alright.
Over. It's finally over.
Now that he's dead.
Good going, Vault Hunter. You. Wait a sec. Let me. You don't want to touch this thing right now, trust me.
Slow down, man. I nearly bought it back there. Hey, Lilith!
Where the hell were you guys 5 minutes ago? If it weren't for the Vault Hunter, we'd all be dead.
I think that's her way of saying we won.
I figured that.
If you guys enjoyed me defeating all of Borderlands 2's content with only shotguns, you can give this video a like. It took a long time to make. I would really appreciate it. And it's also free to like the video and comment. Or subscribe. You could, if you wanted to. This video took a really long time to make. I hope all of you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next video. Hope all of you have a good day. And bye! Also, if you've never played Borderlands 2, try it out. It's pretty fun. Recommend it.